Good afternoon, YouTube. This is the Southern Santa Piper, and today we're going to be looking at 3 pipes that I recently purchased from RNA Treasures out of Tampa Bay. They were unfinished, and we will be discussing them and what I did to get them looking this way in the next episode of Southern Santa Piper. Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Southern Santa Piper. I'm your host, Kenny. Today we're going to be talking about RNA Treasures, where I have recently purchased not 1, not 2, not even 3. I purchased 4 pipes from them. 1 of them was finished and 3 of them unfinished. These are the 3 unfinished pipes that I finished this morning. All 3 of these I've done in less than an hour and a half, from start to finish. From dyeing, from cleaning up the stems. I mean, with one exception. This one I let dry totally first before I brought this out. So this has been drying for a while. But let's talk about this particular pipe. This started off as a tan shell, and it was not coming out. I was trying for 2 tan shells, and I was trying 2 different techniques. This one I had used a leather dye. This one is straight shellac, and this shellac is an amber shellac pre-made, and I think I should have just watered it down with alcohol even more, but I'm not unhappy with it. I just wanted it to look more like my Merchant Service naturals, or like an Ashton tan pipe. It's not. It looks actually closer and finished to some of my Savinellis, but good looking pipe. I like the grain. It's very interesting. It's deep. These pipes look like vintage pipes, but they're 9mm filters. This pipe, really interesting. Really cool looking grain. So after I tried doing this at tan shell, it just wasn't working out the way that I wanted to. So this finishes magic markers. 2 different colors of magic markers in this. Once it was tan shell, I rubbed down the whole pipe with straight grain alcohol, wiped it off, got some coloration off of it, and then I went busy with markers. First I took a purple magic marker, covered the whole pipe, every part of that pipe. Once that happened, I took a damp cloth of some alcohol, wiped it, remove a little bit, very lightly. Let that dry totally, and then I went over it with a black marker, doing the same thing. Once it happened, lightly remove some of that with a damp cloth of alcohol. I checked it. If the color seemed okay, I just went and checked it for touch-up. I did various touch-ups on the pipe, both with purple and with the black marker. I then took a microfiber that I first dampened with a little alcohol. Again, wiped it ever so lightly. And then put quite a bit of mineral oil, rubbed down the whole entire pipe. Some of the color came off. It acted as nice blending agent. I let it dry. I wiped it off completely. And then I buffed it on my buffing wheel with some carnauba wax. I applied it, buffed it on just a very soft cotton wheel, and here we go. I do need a little bit more. I can see now that I'm out in some light that I need a little bit more work on the stems, but not too bad of doing 3 pipes in under an hour and a half. This pipe got some pretty interesting grain as well. No fills on any of these that I can find. I will probably put linings in these 2. I wanted to try the other one unlined only because I was anxious to try it in front of you all today. 9mm filter. I'm usually not a big filter fan. I put in the filter, and I had it in reverse there. Draw actually for a filter pipe, it's not packed, but I can tell you, even with the filter on, it's got a nice draw. I think I'm going to enjoy that one. This one I did not try a filter in. Instead, I put an adapter in here. And draws a little tight with the adapter. I think this pipe is cooled down enough. We're going to actually pull that out and put in a filter. I only gave it a quick char light. This is the adapter. I think this is a 7LE adapter. I'm not quite sure. I've got a few of these laying around. These are the filters that I buy in bulk for my filtered pipes when I smoke them. I don't have a lot of filtered pipes anymore. This just gave me 2 more, but I think I'm down to, not including these 2, it was probably down to like 4, and so this might bring me back up to 6. I get rid of the ones that don't meet the standards of draw that I'm looking for. I like my draws easy. Actually, it doesn't seem bad. Let's see how it smokes. This is that lovely tobacco I was smoking yesterday, the Father Dempsey. Beautiful stuff. I think I'm going to load that up in my merchant service soak bag. I don't know if I've shown you guys this. This thing is incredible. It's all, and smell of leather. It's all what kid skin, real silk. Absolutely beautiful. These are kind of based upon earlier Dunhill ones, and just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Again, merchant service, I think they still got some of these available up on their website. Really, really nice. I like those tobacco pouches a lot. When I go out, I like the small pouches. I can usually just bring a pipe, put it in my front shirt pocket or inside of my jacket if I'm going someplace. I don't need to pack a pipe bag unless I'm going to be hanging out for hours with some friends, having a few nice beers and just hanging out with them talking. That's a little bit different. But if I'm just going out for a quick dinner or a bite to eat and want a pipe later, I'll just grab a pouch, grab my lighter, maybe throw one of these with me, and out the door I go. Let's relight. I'm still just beyond pleased with this tobacco, beyond pleased. Overall, a very, very good smoking pipe. It's a way better smoking pipe than the price I paid for it, okay? And that's what gets me excited. I like a good value. This smokes as good as any $100 pipe I've ever had. I believe these pipes are generally, and don't quote me on this, but if you go to their website and check them out on Instagram, I believe these pipes are generally around $29 or so. I got it for half of that last week. I mean, how do you go wrong? I think the highest I paid for one of their pipes last week was $49. I think it was a little bit more money for the smooth finish. This one I think was around $34 or so, but it was just unfinished. If you take a look at the pictures I posted, it almost had a finished look, but it was just because the pipe was already sanded very well, And you could just see the nice grain. The briar is kind of almost the color of mahogany wood. And overall, I was pretty happy with the way they came in. Stems just needed a little bit of work. They're cut nice and sharp. To my knowledge, this is all Italian briar. Very lightweight. And feels great in the hands. But a great value, guys. I've mentioned, and sorry about drinking and getting stuff on my mustache, but allergies are killing me right now. I don't know why. It's a little bit on the colder side today. It was 81 yesterday, and it's 59 today. And but it's really congested, can't breathe, and all drips down in my throat. So I apologize in advance, but is what it is. I've had allergies for years. I think one of my neighbors is burning. Problem when you live out in the country, people burn stuff. I burn stuff too, so I can't complain. But sometimes that, even if it's miles away, just goes right on my nose. But these pipes, really, really, really good. Really, really good value. This one, like I said, I'm just so impressed with it. If I was just looking at this bowl, I would swear I was looking at a vintage English pipe. It's got that deep, craggy blast on it, and it's got all the qualities that I actually look for in a billiard as far as shape and comfort and bowl thickness. It's even got a band on it, which I love because I'm such a fan of beans. So I like banded pipes. Just a great, great value. So I'm giving these guys a thumbs up. And if you guys want to add some inexpensive pipes to your collection that are decent smokers, these guys were fast shipping. I seen the sale last Saturday. I think I ended up jumping on it like early Sunday morning when I got up. Saying, oh, that sale's going to be over today. I better jump on it if I'm going to jump on it. Jumped on it, ordered myself the pipes. They were here very quickly for me, and today I'm enjoying them. And for you who are afraid to, start getting your feet wet in restoring pipes, finishing pipes, don't be afraid, guys. I mean, it's this 3 pipes took me not even 2 hours, less than an hour and a half, from beginning to end. Beginning to end. This is my prep work, getting everything prepared into my work area where I was going to be doing the work, setting up my buffing wheels, having extra wheels so I can change out. When I buff out something like this that has been dyed with markers, even though I try to remove some of that coloration, some's going to come off. So I've got some pads, some buffing wheels that have ink stains on them, and those are the ones I use for stuff like this. And then I put fresh ones on when I go to put on the carnauba wax. My initial will be just to kind of buff off anything that is left on that pipe, make it even, and then I'm sure there's a little bit of wax still left on that, and then I go ahead and throw in a fresh buffing wheel and buff out. I'm looking at this, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it, but there is some really cool, that's bird's eye, and I don't see that frequently in blast. You see ring grain, you see flame grain, straight grain, but you don't see a lot of bird's eye and blast. So when I do see it, I'm always really, really impressed. That's it today. Much shorter video than I have been doing. Not as much rambling today. I will let you guys know that I will be reviewing some new tobaccos. Mail call. This one just came in, the Star of the East Flake. And I've got two others that I'm really excited about here. This limited edition barrel age number 3 crumble cake. So that sounds really, really good. And this one, frightening. This one's going to be a lat bomb. But everyone says it's a good lat bomb. If you like Latakia, and I've really have started to develop a good taste for Latakia, especially this past year, but even more so in the last 6 months. The more I expand my taste with more English tobaccos and Balkan blends, I'm really, really enjoying them. And Latakia is one of my preferred tobaccos now, as one that's in a blend. It's one that I kind of look for now. When I smoke anything else, I just feel like I'm missing something. I'm not getting that same kind of mouthfeel. So even if I'm looking for something more of an aromatic blend, I prefer kind of Latakia mix. You know, that could be an aromatic, you know, that's kind of topped with Latakia. That is it for Southern Santa Piper. Please join me and hit that subscribe button. Share the video with your friends or others who you may think may enjoy pipes. And have a very, very, very blessed day. Thank you so much. Take care now.